meeting law.
There's a sign clerk read the statement of the open meeting law.
Roll call. Garrett.
Here.
Caleb. Here. Clint.
Here.
Travis.
Here.
I'm here. Number 4, board consideration and vote to accept or not accept the 2021-2022 school audit report completed and presented by Pat Carroll, PA.
All right, Bill, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Pat was going to give the audit report this morning. I don't know where he's at yet. So.
Okay, I know that there's a user on here. I don't know who it is. It just says user 706508.
That might be Pat.
There he is.
We've been trying to zoom in here. Kind of hard to do sometimes.
Yes, it is. Got a lot of technology.
Am I on?
You are on. We can hear you.
All right. I didn't know if you were ready for me or not.
We're ready to go.
Well, appreciate you letting us be on here, letting us get on early, and get you get on down the road also. This will be your audit for the 21-22 fiscal year. And before we start, I will tell you something. It's really been a pleasure working with you all. I've enjoyed it. I'm going to slow down. I've got Bill Buss, who's worked with me for several years. I got Jay State, who's worked with me for 11 years. They're starting their own firm. I'm looking for them to do the audit part of this from here on. I'm going to go ahead and do the financial, the estimate needs, but I'm looking for them to go ahead and take up that other portion of it. I've done this long enough. You've had to look at me long enough. 53 years I've done it. So I'm going to slow down a little bit and let them take over and do some of these items. That's my plan. It's up to you. But like I said, they've worked with us a long time. I feel real comfortable with their knowledge and what they're doing. They're the first firm to sign up with the state auditor in 20 years. In 1998 or 99 or 98, there were 72 firms who did what we do. There's 20 right now. 2 of them on those lists aren't going to be doing it next year, so it's getting less and less people out there. But I'm very comfortable with Jay and Bill. Their company will be S&D, CPAs and Associates, PLLC, but they're still going to be working with our firm, with myself. We're still involved with it. Just I'm backing off a little bit so I can actually see my grandkids before they graduate from high school. Right now, I'm going to let Jay States give the audit report.
Good morning.
Morning.
You'll turn to page 4. We'll go through the audit report. Pages 4 through 6 is the first of 2 opinion letters. It's an unqualified opinion for the state of Oklahoma. We're on a modified cash basis. We present it in a regulatory basis, where we show our revenues when we receive them and our expenditures when we encumber them when the board approves them. It's an adverse opinion for the federal government because we don't show it in a GAAP method. They would like us to show it in an accrual method. It's a qualified opinion because we don't show the general fixed assets. We expense those items when we purchase them. We don't need to depreciate them for a tax return. If you'll turn to Exhibit A, the balance sheet for each individual fund. The general fund, the special revenue, which is your building fund, your debt service, and your capital project. The trusted agency is your activity fund. We show the cash balances, the warrants payable, reserves, and down at the bottom we show the fund balances. The unassigned is just for the general. That's where you pay your general operations for the school out of. We'll turn to Exhibit B. This is an income statement for each individual fund. We show your sources of revenue at the top. The expenditures paid is for your general operations and repayment of debt. We had adjustments to prior year encumbrances. These are items that we didn't expend last year, we bring them back into the fund balance this year. That transfers in from the activity fund, and down at the bottom we show the fund balance. Exhibit C is a budget tax of the same for the income statement. There was no supplements last year. And we show for the general fund, the special revenue, and the debt service. Pages 7 through 15 is your notes to financial statements. This tells you a lot about your district. You need to read them if you haven't. It tells you about your fund types of account, how we present the financial statements, the budgets. If you turn over to page 14, this tells you about your teacher's retirement. Down at the bottom shows the amounts that we paid to the retirement system on behalf of the teachers and the employees for 21, 20, and 22. Turn to Schedule D1. This is a list of your activities funds. We show each project over to the left-hand side. We show the revenues and the expenditures. We had $140,000 of revenues and $134,000 of expenditures. This is our highest risk. This is all mainly cash. If the teacher or the sponsor has to receipt those funds, turn them into the activity fund coordinator, give a receipt to the student, and then they have to issue a PO before the item can be expended, and receive an itemized invoice and account for the goods received. They have to do the same activities as the treasurer and the encumbrance clerk, and they have to. This is our biggest, highest risk because if they don't turn those funds in on time and they leave them laying around, those funds could disappear. And it's not the school's responsibility to repay them, it's the sponsor's responsibility. So we don't do it to be mean, we're trying to protect the teachers. The next page, Schedule D2, we show that the bank reconciles to the depository. The next page is your schedule of expenditures and federal awards. We list the items over to the left. These are all the programs that you had for federal expenditures. We had receipts of $355,000 and expenditures of $335,000. If you'd have been over $750,000, you would have been a uniform guidance, but we were under that, so we didn't have to worry about that this year. Page 17 is our second opinion letter. This is where we look at everything else. We look at your payroll, we look at your teacher's retirement, your board minutes, your expenditures. Then we talk to the staff, make sure they know what they're doing. So this is where we look at everything else. Page 19, we had no findings this year, so that's good. It was a really good audit. Staff did a good job. We really appreciate it. We had one finding last year, and it was corrected during the year. It was pre-numbered receipts in the activity fund. And that was corrected. Do we have any questions?
I don't believe we have any.
Okay. Well, we really appreciate it. And like I said, it was a really good audit.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I believe that's it. That's it from all you guys, correct?
Here, what'd you say?
That's it from your whole staff, correct? We're finished?
Yes. Yes.
All right, thank you. I'm gonna end this if you have nothing else.
All right, thank you.
Recording.
So we need a motion to accept it.
Make a motion to accept the audit report.
Travis, motion.
Second.
Garrett, second. How you vote, Garrett?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Number 5, all the following items will be approved by one vote unless any board member desires to have a separate vote on any or all of these items. The consent agenda consists of the discussion, consideration, and approval of the following items, 5A through 5I.
Motion to.
Okay, with the motion.
Second.
Second, how you vote, Bill?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Other reports, principal reports.
The word of the month for January was consistency, and the classes that were in charge of hallway huddle worked on setting personal goals, how to start the new year with consistency in their actions, and they also gave tips on how to achieve those goals. 45 elementary students earned a spot in the Rail Club this month, or this past month. Elementary classes also had a challenge for the 100th day of school to collect 100 items for the local food pantry, and we ended up collecting 188 total. Homecoming week was January 23rd through the 27th. That included dress-up days, and then we also had a week for FFA week that we had dress-up days as well, plus a petting zoo. And I think the kids' favorite one was the ferret and turtle out of all of them. It was just something different. Some elementary students have shown at livestock shows this past month to have done extremely well, and then our local livestock show was February 4th, with our students being very successful there too. Pre-K and kindergarten attended the Stephen Fight concert in Fairview on February 7th and finished the afternoon at the park. FCCLA week is this week with dress-up days again. The kids have been over the top with dress-up days. I think today's sunglasses day for our future is bright. Valentine's parties are tomorrow, and they start at 2:30, and they're all going to be in their classrooms. 5th and 6th grade sports hour changed to first hour from second hour. So 5th grade can practice track, while 6th grade have the choice of baseball and softball first and track. County livestock shows today and tomorrow. 5th and 6th grades will travel to Norman on Thursday for an engineering experience with hands-on activities and experiences, and then they're going to eat at Interurban before coming back. And then this week starts our 4-day work week with no more Fridays, and then the last day of February, I think it's the 28th, is our vision screening.
FFA celebrated National FFA Week early. They had some dress-up days. I think the highlights were anything but a backpack day and driving your tractor to school day, and the petting zoo for the elementary students was a big success. They wrapped it up with a local show. It was great to see the turnout and support from the community. I would like to thank the Booster Club for all they did to kind of help set that up and raise the money for that deal. The FCCLA competed last week at the Star events in Bristow. Students that went were Aubrey Delano, Abigail Clayton, Riata Bozide, and Kara Durkee, and Kennedy Zook. Competed in respective areas. Abby and Riata placed first, and Kiera also placed first in their division. Each student had to research a topic, build a portfolio, and do a display board. So I'd like to congratulate them and Miss Pitts. I think they get to go to state competition with those. Junior high basketball finished up their season at DCLA last week, and they are transitioning into track, softball, and baseball this past week. The high school teams played in districts this past week, with the girls coming out as runner-ups. They will continue in the regionals this Thursday at Beaver, and they will play Buffalo at 1:30. The boys played extremely tough, but saw their season Friday night. I'd like to congratulate Tayan Redgate, as she was chosen at an Omnicom to be one of the 3 students to represent the Northwest area of the FFA to run for the state office. That will be voted on at state convention in May. And the students and staff have been working hard and looking forward to 4-day weeks. Thank you.
Thank you. Superintendent report.
All right, looking at our finances, as you can see, our expenditures are up slightly this month, up on the year as well. That increase is stipends got paid out in January rather than December previous, but that's why it looks, that's why it's showing 98,000 above, but that's what it is. Revenue, as you can see, our revenue is looking extremely positive at the moment. We were up 398,000. 283 of that is ad valorem collections, 283,000. So just keep in mind, that's just when people choose to pay them kind of deals. So we still got about 3 months before, you know, we get a clear picture on what that's going to be. Our gross production is up 88,000. So we do have some positive signs. We're trending in the right direction, but just kind of caution everybody on feeling optimistic and for the next 3 months probably. Building fund, we have no expenses to report. Revenue, we're up on our revenue, 38,000. Again, that's ad valorem collections. Flipping it over, looking at child nutrition. You see our expenditures are down, our revenue's down. You know, that's mainly probably due to the kids don't eat free, so there's not as many eating in there. That's what creates our expenditures and revenues. So, still, we're in a positive position in our child nutrition fund. I know you're not used to hearing that until COVID hit, but we are still getting some supply chain assistance, which is that COVID money. So this year they're still allotting us some of that, which has helped us stay in the positive. The daycare general fund, the expenses, you can see our expenses are up. Our revenue's down a little bit. We are running a negative balance. That is typical. We expect that. One thing to note, I know Alicia Allison did apply for a grant, and we got news last week that we're going to get this grant. It kind of helps with expenses, so I don't know how much yet. They haven't allotted it, but again, that'll help. Anywhere helps there, so we're pleased with that. Just another side note, tomorrow is our bond election, so we have to remind people to get out and vote.
Thank you. Number 7, vote to approve or not to approve adding Scott Klein to the signature cards at Core Bank for the Waynoka Public School activity account and the Oklahoma teacher retirement account.
Make the motion to approve.
Caleb, motion, second. Caleb, second. How do you vote, Clint? Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Number 8, vote to approve or not to approve the renewal of employment evaluation systems for the OKTLE and MCREL for the 2023-2024 school year.
I'll make that motion.
Clint with the motion.
Second.
Garrett, second. How do you vote, Travis?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Vote to approve or not to approve to amend or adopt board policies 1 through 9.
Make the motion to approve board policies.
Travis with the motion.
Second.
Garrett, second. How do you vote, Garrett?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Yes. Number 10, vote to approve or not to approve the 2022-2023 fundraiser request 1 and 2.
I make a motion to approve the
There's motions.
Second.
Garrett, second. How do you vote, Caleb?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Number 11, discussion and vote to declare the following property as surplus and to authorize the superintendent to offer the property for public sale.
Make a motion to approve.
Any questions on that?
Okay, so motion. Travis with second. How do you vote, Clint?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Executive session. Proposed executive session to discuss following personnel decisions in compliance with Title 25 OS Section 307B1.
You guys want to talk on that?
Good.
I don't think so.
I'm good.
Skip to number 16. Yeah, 16, vote to accept or not accept resignations received to date.
We've got 2 resignations, one from Tanner Allen and one from Amy Ferguson, both at the end of their contract.
Make the motion to approve.
Garrett with a motion. Clint with a second. How vote, Clint?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Number 17, vote to renew, table, or find that reasons may exist not to renew the employment of Patricia Burrow, elementary principal, for the 2023-2024 school year.
Make the motion for that.
Garrett with motion.
Second.
Clint with second. How vote, Travis?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Number 18, vote to renew, table, or find that reasons may exist not to renew the employment of Ronnie Nix, junior high and senior and high school principal for the 2023-2024 school year.
I'll make the motion to renew.
Gary with motion.
Second.
Gary with second. How about Travis?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Any new business?
I have no new business.
I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
Gary with motion. Travis with second. How about Gary?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.